name is John Monroe. I am, by vocation, a purveyor of mirth and merriment. And this is where I do my purveying. The Manhattanite magazine building in New York City, USA. Or you will note that I did not refer to it as US of A. People who refer to it as US of A are seldom, if ever, professional purveyors of mirth and merriment. They do a great many other things. Well, like my editor, for instance, Hamilton Greeley. He's far more interested in selling advertising space than in titillating the intellect of a nation. He refers to it as the US of A, and that is why he will reject one of the most brilliant ideas to come across his desk in a long time. You see, a fellow purveyor, Phil Jensen, and I have submitted a proposal that we collaborate on an article about what the world will be like in 10 years. Now, I think it's a very clever idea. But Hamilton won't buy it because he won't understand it. And even if he did, he wouldn't like it. If he did like it, he wouldn't admit it. You see? Well, that's life. And accordingly, this is my world.
John, that's a great idea. You and Phil do that article together. I love it.
Did you understand it?
But what's to understand? It's a satiric look into the future. It's brilliant.
I thought this was my world. I mean, do you really like it?
John, you do understand your own idea, don't you?
Well, of course. I mean, what's to understand?
That's the spirit. I tell you, this article will have tremendous impact. They'll be talking about it in every corner of the good old US of A.
Ah, this is my world, and welcome to it.
Now, as I see it, this article is going to be funny. Is that right, John?
That's right, Hamilton.
But it's also going to be serious. Is that right, Phil?
Right again, Hamilton.
Funny and serious. Good. John, this funny of yours, it's going to be familiar funny, isn't it?
Well, what do you mean, Hamilton?
Well, it's just that I laugh at some of your stuff because I trust you, but there's a lot of people out there who don't know you like I do, and...
Don't worry about that. It'll be familiar funny.
Good. Okay, you have my official go-ahead. I want it in the next issue.
You mean the issue after next?
Did I say in the issue after next?
No, you said the next issue.
That's the issue I wanted in.
But, Hamilton, the deadline for the next issue is Monday, and this is already Friday afternoon.
Good, good. I like a writer who can tell time.
Hamilton, that's only 2 days.
Lincoln wrote the Gettysburg Address during a train ride, and he wasn't even a writer. Monday morning on my desk.
I think it was Voltaire once said, the trouble with being brilliant is you end up working weekends.
Voltaire didn't say that.
You mean I just thought of it? Oh, Hamilton was right. We are dynamite together.
Oh, all right. We've got to work on a perfectly good weekend. It's disgusting.
Well, I have to admit I'm not constituted to take you for more than 5 days at a time.
Please, reserve your witticisms. I'm too depressed to get insulted. Where do we work?
Not at home. Wives and children get in the way of brilliance.
Why do we work here?
The building is closed on weekends.
How about Cochrane's?
We can't spend 2 whole days in a bar.
Why not? I've done it before.
Mr. Monroe and Mr. Jensen, Connecticut and New York.
Oh, well, actually, we came from right around the corner.
I'll have a man get your luggage.
That won't be necessary.
You have no luggage?
Well, we have 2 bags.
I'm Mr. Mandrake, the assistant manager. I understand you have no luggage.
Well, we have 2 bags.
Paper bags?
Do you have a rule against paper bag luggage?
No.
Well, then I suggest you show us to our suite.
May I inquire as to just why you wish this suite?
We want to work.
Just what type of work do you do?
How I make my living is between me and my maker. Assistant managers do not fall into either category.
We work for Manhattanite magazine. I'm sure you've heard of it. Well, then, certainly you'll recognize the names John Monroe and Philip Jensen.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's peculiar. I'm usually very well known.
There you go. I drew that cartoon. There's my signature right there.
Jan Man.
That's John Monroe.
Oh, so you're the one who does those drawings.
Does that surprise you?
Well, yes. Quite frankly, I'd always assumed they were drawn by a child.
I brushed my teeth.
Good. Maybe now we can get to work.
I think better on a clean mouth. Who's that?
I sent for the public stenographer. Well, I type with 2 fingers, you type with 1. I didn't think that 3 fingers would see us through the entire weekend.
Hi, I'm Miss Dalrymple.
Oh, I think that possibly you have the wrong rum.
You did call for a public stenographer.
You're not serious.
I'm ready when you are, gentlemen.
Well, but come in, please. My name is Monroe, and this is Mr. Jensen. Phil, this is Miss Dalrymple.
John, I'd like to talk with him. I don't think that's a very good idea, do you?
Miss Dalrymple?
Well, who'd believe she's up here typing for us? I certainly wouldn't.
Well, in the first place, who's going to know?
You know. That kind of information can be worth big money someday.
In the second place, we're both writers. She's a public stenographer. They go hand in hand.
Don't say that.
Phil, you're a grown man.
Don't say that either.
Look, we've got a job to do. Think of her as an extension of Hamilton Greeley.
You make this very difficult.
Oh, come on. Pull yourself together.
All right. I'll try.
Miss Dalrymple.
Ready when you are.
I just wish she'd stop saying that.
10 short years to a more miserable world.
It's not just my wife. If my son found out, my son.
What's the matter?
Just remembered. I promised to take him to the baseball game on Sunday.
We'll take him next Sunday.
No, I promised him this Sunday.
They'll have another ball game next Sunday.
John, you don't understand. It's not just a question of the baseball game. Harry is a very sensitive boy.
Then take him to the ballet.
That's Harry.
Yes. Oh, sure. Just a minute. It's for you, Harry.
Wouldn't it be better if she left?
Miss Dalrymple, I don't expect we'll get any more done this evening. If we want you in the morning, we'll call.
Okay, ready when you are, gentlemen.
Good Lord.
Hello,
Harry, this is Papa Bear.
The universe is reported to be shrinking at an appalling rate, and we are given only a few paltry eons to prepare our species for the end. A handful of millenniums before the indescribable boundaries should close in on us, smothering without malice or favor Gold Star mothers, collectors of internal revenue, and little laughing girls on their way to school. How's that?
I rinsed out my shorts.
What is that?
Oh, that says Friday.
Why?
I don't know. Gives one a sense of continuity.
Do not answer it.
Suppose it's a telegram saying Greeley dropped dead.
They can stick it under the door.
A singing telegram?
John, are you up yet? It's me, Ellen.
Tell her to go away, I dare you.
I'm sorry to disturb you like this. You're not even dressed yet. I thought you'd be working.
We're writing the script of a nudie movie.
John, I know it's an imposition, but I'm going to be at least 2 hours at the dentist, and I just didn't know what to do with Lydia.
I've got a wonderful idea. Why doesn't she stay here?
Thank you, dear. I'll be back for you later, Lydia. Okay.
Bye. Well, you can watch me type or Mr. Jensen wash. Take your choice.
Lydia, nice to see you.
Nice to see you too, Mr. Jensen. How's Mrs. Jensen?
Oh, she's fine, thank you.
And Harry?
Harry will be fine someday.
Would you mind running along, please, Lydia? Mr. Jensen and I have a great deal of work to do.
I'm sorry, Daddy. I'll go in there and read.
Fine, thank you.
John, do you mind if I make an observation?
Yes. Now,
You don't want me to talk about your relationship with your daughter.
Phil, I want to write this article.
I sense a certain amount of tension.
If wanting to drop this typewriter on your toe is tension, you sense correctly.
And hostility.
A lot of hostility.
Well, you wouldn't believe me on the phone. Tell him it's all right, Harry. Tell him in person.
Dad, it's all right if I'm not going to the baseball game. I know you have to work, and I understand.
Harry, I'm sorry. Come here.
It's all right, Daddy, really.
No, it isn't. But I'll make it up to you. We'll go to the baseball game next week. We'll go to 2 ball games. I'll take you to the World Series. Just so you say you forgive me.
I forgive you.
No, you don't. And I understand. But I'll make you forgive me. I love you, Harry. You know that, don't you?
And I love you, too. Can I get up now?
All right. Son, I hurt you, but I'll make it up to you right now. I'll buy you a hot fudge sundae.
That's okay.
No, I want to buy you a hot fudge sundae.
Phil, it's 9 o'clock in the mornings.
Ruth, a father-son relationship is a fragile and wondrous thing. Don't louse it up.
Come on, Harry. We'll meet you in the drugstore.
Pardon.
I suppose you're wondering what all that was about.
Sort of.
What all that was about, Lydia, was hypocrisy. Do you know what hypocrisy means?
Uh-huh, we learned it in class when we studied government.
Now, Mr. Jensen was not apologizing because he broke his promise about the ball game. He was apologizing for making his living. Hypocrisy, Lydia. Hypocrisy and guilt.
You don't have any of that?
No. Well, our relationship is honest and straightforward. I never make you any promises. So there's no way I could possibly feel guilty for not keeping them.
It's a very good relationship. Of course, I don't get many hot fudge sundaes.
What you do get is honesty, and that is a lot less fattening.
Are you going to go back to work now?
Yes, and as soon as Mr. Jensen is dressed, you may go back in the other room and reflect on how fortunate you are that you don't have a father with paranoid guilt feelings who carries you down the street to the ice cream parlor and forces hot fudge sundaes on you.
It's a mixed blessing.
I'll be back in 20 minutes.
Swell.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
What is the matter?
My shorts are still wet.
What time did you get in last night?
Late. We worked till midnight Saturday, all day Sunday, but we did get the article finished. And I am not above saying that it's fairly brilliant. My half, anyway.
John, did you notice that Lydia didn't kiss you goodbye this morning?
She was in a hurry.
That's because you didn't tell her you were sorry. You didn't apologize.
Well, of course not. I have nothing to apologize for.
The picnic yesterday, John. You broke your promise.
I promised to take Lydia to a picnic Sunday.
You don't even remember?
Well, I was working. She knew I was working. I had an awful lot on my mind. Well, I just forgot.
Literature is full of rejected children who, for example, become compulsive eaters, putting on pound after pound in a vain attempt to replace their fathers with fat.
You're making me sick.
Others become rebels against society, lashing out at everything and everybody. Outcasts, going for days without brushing their teeth.
You don't have to go on.
I must. I owe it to you. And then there are the children who grow up on the wrong side of the law, sliding lower and lower into crime and vice and degradation, with only one word on their lips: Daddy. Well, I hope I've been of some assistance.
I don't know how I can ever thank you.
I gotta hurry. Have to pick up Harry at the doctor's. Finally took him to a hockey game last night. It was a real father and son evening.
What's Harry doing at the doctor's?
He got hit in the eye with the puck. But he loves me.
Phil is overstating the case, of course. Lydia's far too level-headed to take a thing like that to heart. All I have to do is have a serious little talk with her, and I'm sure she'll forgive me. Please, Lydia, I forgot the picnic, but that was 15 years ago. Please, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I can't sleep with you snapping your chicken bones like that. Picnic. 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 Ridiculous. Not my Lydia. She's sweet, kind, level-headed. Lydia, I've come to take you home.
Did you bring my grass?
Well, I'm sorry about the picnic, but your mother is worried sick.
Who cares, man? I want grass. That's my idea of a real picnic.
Please come home.
I wouldn't come home with you if you were the last fascist pig father on earth.
Phil's right. And it might be even worse.
Hello, John.
Lydia, don't you recognize your own father?
Oh, yeah. After a while, you all look alike. What do you want?
I want to talk to you.
Time's money. This ain't no picnic, you know. Okay, talk.
Lydia, I want you to come home with me. Be my little daughter.
You're one of those, huh?
But Lydia,
Time's up, John.
Lydia. 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 Lydia.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I just, wanted to have a talk with you. I want you to know that you are a wanted child.
I am?
I don't want you to think you spoiled anything. Because the weekend you were born, your mother and I had no particular plans.
Thank you for telling me.
So I have no guilt as far as you're concerned. Therefore, I have no axe to grind. I merely want to apologize for forgetting about the picnic.
Well, you didn't forget.
I did.
No. When I asked if we could go on a picnic Sunday, you said, no, I don't like picnics.
I said that?
Uh-huh. You said you didn't like bugs in your potato salad.
Oh. But this morning, you ran from the breakfast table.
Well, I was late for school.
Oh.
I guess it's like you said once. No matter how much people may love each other, there are times when they just don't want to be together.
When did I say that?
The last time I wanted to go ice skating.
Well, what I said was true. But if you think you'd like to go on a picnic or maybe ice skating sometime soon, you let me know, all right?
Okay. But if I don't feel like being with you, is that okay, too?
Of course. And you should never feel guilty about it.
Good. Because I'd really like to finish this book.
Oh, well, fine. Well, and I'll see you later.
Sure. Oh, Mother, that was fun. We spent all afternoon in the stores picking out my spring clothes. We saved you lots of money.
John, were you going someplace?
No. I have been waiting to take you two into town to the Modern Museum. A little cultural treat you asked me to arrange. Now I fear it is too late for culture. I had many other important things I could have been doing, but I honor my commitments.
Oh, darling, I'm so sorry. I thought that was to be next Saturday.
This Saturday.
Are you sure?
Of course not. But I'll never tell them that. Let's spread a little guilt around this family. It'll do them good.